Hey everybody, welcome back to The Loop, where we are continuing to make our way through the Bible together. This week, I want to start out by looking at the Old Testament book of Haggai. Now, this book is only 2 chapters long, but there are some really important lessons that I want us to learn. At this point in their history, God's people have been living in captivity and exile for about 70 years. They were oppressed in a very ungodly empire called Babylon. Now, thankfully, Babylon collapsed like so many corrupt kingdoms do, and Persia started to rule the world. When Persia took over, they told God's people, the Israelites, that they could return to their homeland in Jerusalem if they wanted to. And so naturally, the people went back to Jerusalem and they started rebuilding all that had been destroyed in war. The only problem is that when they started rebuilding, they rebuilt their own houses before they started rebuilding the house of God. In chapter 1, verses 2 through 4, the people say, "The time has not yet come to rebuild the Lord's house." Then the word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai. "Is it a time for you yourselves to be living in your paneled houses while the Lord's house remains in ruin?" The reason that God is confronting these people is because they have their priorities in the wrong order. They are more concerned about their own house than God's house. They're more concerned with rebuilding their own little kingdom rather than building up God's kingdom. And so let me ask you, do you think you have your priorities in the right order? Are you more concerned with the kingdom of God or your own little kingdom? In Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, Jesus said this. He said, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you as well." See, that's a promise. When you keep your priorities in the right order, God will make sure that you have everything you need. Why? Because God takes full responsibility for the man or woman who is fully devoted to Him.